So we're going to do that this morning. Like I said, we're going to be in Luke chapter 15. And one of the really important ingredients is context, right? So Luke 15 starts out with 3 verses before Jesus is speaking. Now, the Pharisees would put a barrier there, right? The Pharisees would be like, no, you're a sinner. No, you're a tax collector. You don't get to be with God. Like, you go fix yourself. You know, and I think that's one of the reasons that Jesus didn't like the Pharisees very much, because they were putting barriers between the people who needed God the most and God himself. And so he sees that happening, right? And by the way, a Pharisee, they were the religious leaders of the day. They took the rules that God gave in the Old Testament, and then they built a really high wall, metaphorically, around those rules to try to make it impossible for anyone to break God's rules. They made like a man-made set of rules around God's rules. And their thinking was, well, you know, if they do come close to breaking through man's rules, at least we're keeping them from breaking God's rules. They were very legalistic, very controlling, very judgy, and they had lost sight of the heart of God. Right? And they forgot that God wanted the broken and the downcast and the poor.